Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mental Health with Alana. If you're new here, please press the red subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and also press the bell notification. If you'd like to check out my Instagram, I'll put it up here on the screen. This is my mental health Instagram, and I post disabled content and mental health content. If you'd like to follow my business, I create sensory boxes for your mental health called Care Boxes by Alana. I'll put my Instagram up on the screen. If you'd like to purchase a box, then you can just DM me and we can sort it out. And yeah, I'd love for you to go look at my business and have a look at my boxes. So for today, I'm going to be talking about agoraphobia and how it affects me and what I'm doing to kind of push through it and not get over it, but kind of help myself to be more independent and be able to do things that are really anxiety provoking. So agoraphobia is really hard to deal with. It is an anxiety disorder and it often comes with panic attacks, and this is where you get really anxious about either leaving the house or being in spaces where you feel trapped and you can't get out, or being in a situation where you feel like you're gonna embarrass yourself, or you're gonna need help and there's no one there to help you. So I struggled with this for years and years, and it's been quite bad over the last 10 years, I would say. I mean, I've had this for a long time. I've dealt with this for ages. I have had up and down periods with this disorder where sometimes it would be a lot worse and sometimes it would be a bit better. I do take an antidepressant, but it doesn't really help with my anxiety at all. I do have diazepam, which is a benzodiazepine, which I take if I'm going to go out on my own, just to help myself, and it calms me down a lot. But apart from that, there's not really any other medication I can take that's going to help me, because I can't really take another antidepressant just because I've got bipolar, so I'm very sensitive to mania and prone to get manic. But what are some things that I've done to kind of help myself? Well, one of the things that I've been doing recently is, because my goal is to be able to drive myself to places and go out and be more independent in the community. So something that I've never been able to do is go to the shops on my own. Even driving to the shops on my own is very anxiety provoking. I get very anxious at shopping centers, and going on my own is difficult. I never do it. But because that's a goal I have, I'm doing things, small things, to kind of break it down and to lead up to that goal. So an example of this is, I'm going to the shops, I'm going to drive, but my sister's going to come with me. So I'm still driving there on my own, I'm still going to the shops, but I have my sister there. Then after doing that a few times, or going with my support workers, I'm going to attempt to go on my own, and I'm going to just stay for like 15 minutes. I don't have to stay for long, I can just go in, have a quick look at some things, and then come out. And that would be a massive achievement. Another example of me wanting to beat my agoraphobia is going grocery shopping on my own. So I often don't like going to the grocery store on my own. I do this sometimes. I have done it when I'm feeling less anxious and I'm in a lot better mood. And I feel like I can cope with it better. Grocery stores are very anxiety provoking for a number of reasons. There's the whole sensory overload with the lights, the sounds, the people. There's the social anxiety part because of other people being there. Then there's the fact that I have an ED, and so it makes it really stressful to try to find food and to be surrounded by that much food and to have to pick food, that type of thing. It makes it really hard. But it's a goal that I have that I want to meet, is to be able to go grocery shopping on my own. These things are things that I need to be able to do on my own when I move out. So when I move out, like, I'm not going to have my mom or my sister obviously there to drive me and like take me to places, and I don't have my support workers that much anymore. I've only got them for 10 hours a week, which has really forced me to have to be independent and more able to push myself to actually go out and do things on my own. The other thing that I do, which I mentioned before, is I take some diazepam if I'm going to go to the shops. If I have an appointment that I need to go to that I'm really anxious about, I'll take diazepam before I go. The only other time I take diazepam is if I'm really emotionally dysregulated and I can't calm myself down and I've tried other things. Then I take diazepam, but I usually use it for when I have to leave the house, or if I'm in a really stressful situation. So that's what I kind of keep it for. When I go out with other people, I'm okay, but I'm still anxious. Like, my anxiety is still always bad. So even with my support workers, when we do go to appointments, we do go to the shops, we do go to the grocery store, I am still anxious, but I have a real desire and like big goal to be able to do a lot of these things by myself by the end of next year. Because I'm gonna be moving next year on my own. Well, I'm living with my friend and someone else, but you know, it's still kind of on my own. So yeah, the thing that I do to help with panic attacks, because I do get panic attacks sometimes when I go out on my own, I use the breathing techniques, and I also use the senses thing where you look around and you see what can you see, what can you hear, what can you smell, what can I touch, and I keep a Tangle sensory item in my bag. So I have that there to use if I need it. I'll take my headphones with me and I will play music to distract myself. So I just do a lot of things like that. So those are some of the ways that I deal with my agoraphobia. If you have any other suggestions, please leave it down below. If you have any video suggestions, please leave it down below. Or any questions, I'm going to be doing a Q&A with my friend who I'm moving in with soon. So I'll be posting that on my Instagram. So if you want to go check out my Instagram, go do that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.